Hello and welcome to the North Carolina Specific SOAR training series. This is part 2 in a two-part series of videos. If you have not yet watched part 1, please go back and do that now. This slide summarizes all that you will learn throughout the North Carolina Specific SOAR video series. When you have completed watching all of the videos, you will take a quiz about information specific to the North Carolina SOAR program. Once completed, staff from the North Carolina Coalition to End Homelessness will score your quiz and be in touch with scores and feedback. Once you obtain a passing grade, you will be ready to submit SOAR cases in North Carolina. This video will review the expectations of SOAR applications. It will also review the North Carolina Coalition to End Homelessness's role as the state lead for the SOAR program, as well as where you can find more resources that we have created. So let's start off by reviewing our expectations for SOAR applications in North Carolina. We have several parameters around SOAR applications in North Carolina that everyone should be aware of. First, only SOAR-trained caseworkers can submit SOAR cases to SSA and DDS. If a case is labeled as a SOAR case but is submitted by a caseworker that has not been identified to SSA and DDS, it will be flagged and they will contact NCCEH to see if this person is SOAR trained and to follow up with them if they are not. Once you finish this training and pass the quiz, your name will be added to this list for SSA and DDS. The second expectation that we have is that SOAR trained caseworkers complete cases and do not charge a fee for their work. Some 1696 representatives are allowed to charge a fee for their work, but with the SOAR program, we do not charge fees because we are helping some of the most vulnerable folks in our state who are living on streets or shelters or are at imminent risk of homelessness, and they need every single dollar out of their benefits in order to get established in housing and to maintain that housing. Again, this is something that is monitored by SSA, so if a SOAR application is submitted and a SOAR caseworker checks that they will receive a fee for their work from the applicant, then SSA will contact NCCEH and we will follow up with that SOAR caseworker. Our next expectation is that SOAR caseworkers will follow the SOAR model as it has been taught. So again, this includes helping the SOAR applicant complete all of the SSA forms, going ahead and gathering medical information and submitting that to DDS, and then writing a medical summary report as outlined in the online training. The medical summary report includes an introduction, a personal history, treatment history, substance use section if applicable, and functioning information. The MSR is a vital part of the SOAR model, and therefore it's our expectation that an MSR be submitted for every single SOAR case. Finally, we expect that all SOAR caseworkers will register an account with OAT, our online tracking system for our SOAR application decisions, and enter in their outcomes for each case that has a decision. So this is inclusive of both approvals and denials. It is a fairly simple process to input outcomes and is crucial for our funding, sustainability, and advocacy efforts to report our outcomes and show how effective the SOAR program is. Next, we wanted to provide you with a little bit more information about NCCEH's role in the North Carolina SOAR program. We also want to make sure that you know where you can go to find more resources and information about completing SOAR cases in North Carolina. So, the North Carolina Coalition to End Homelessness, or NCCEH, is contracted by the Department of Health and Human Services to be the SOAR state lead for North Carolina. In this role, NCCEH staff provide training and technical assistance for SOAR caseworkers. We provide ongoing technical assistance for caseworkers as they're completing cases in the field. So please always feel free to reach out and talk to us if you're facing barriers to completing SOAR cases in your community or have questions as you're getting started completing SOAR cases out in the field. We also support communities and organizations to strategically think about SOAR and see how their system can use SOAR to benefit the folks that they're serving. We also work with a lot of communities and organizations to identify funding and create dedicated SOAR caseworker positions. These positions are scattered throughout our state and are positions where someone is completing SOAR cases as a primary function of their job for 40+ hours a week. We've had a lot of success with communities creating and developing these dedicated SOAR caseworker positions. If you have questions about how to do that in your community, please reach out. NCCEH staff also collect and report outcome data for the state. We file the annual report for the National SOAR program for North Carolina and we also post outcome data to our website for the state and county every month. Finally, NCCH helps to maintain our partnerships with the SSA office and DDS. So we troubleshoot and also go to them if SOAR caseworkers are facing particular barriers or have questions about the process. So if you're having any issues with your SSA field office or with DDS examiners, please reach out to us so that we can try to address those issues as they come up. We provide several resources and trainings oriented towards SOAR caseworkers. We created a SOAR caseworker certification program, which we'll talk about in a little bit. We have a monthly SOAR dialogue virtual call, which I'll also cover in just a couple of slides. And then again, as I mentioned, we do ongoing technical assistance through phone calls and emails. We are also happy to review MSRs for cases. We really try to support our SOAR caseworkers wherever they need it. And like I said in the previous slide, we also help to address any issues with SSA and DDS that SOAR caseworkers run into. We also have a SOAR caseworker resource hub page on the NCCH website that has a ton of resources for our SOAR providers, such as contact lists, pre-filled forms, and much more. For communities, we have a community certification program that walks through the various steps and how to set up a successful SOAR program for your community. We also have a shortened SOAR Essentials training for folks who are not looking to submit SOAR applications, but just want a greater understanding of Social Security's disability programs. We help to create disability work groups out in our communities, which are regular meetings of SOAR-trained caseworkers in a specific county who come together on a regular basis to address issues that may be creating barriers for submitting SOAR cases, and also to help support each other in a peer setting. And finally, we have done trainings for doctors and other medical treatment providers on how to document disabilities and their role in the disability process. If you are interested in any of these different services that NCCH has to offer, please feel free to reach out to us for more information. If you are currently in a community and you're not sure if there is a disability work group available there, please email us as well, and we'll be happy to let you know if there is one that exists and how you can connect to it. So as I mentioned, we post a lot of great resources on the NCCH website, and many of these are resources that have been created specifically for North Carolina SOAR providers. So if you go to the NCCH website, which is ncceh.org, you'll see our homepage. From the menu bar, select the Programs drop-down, and then you'll see the SOAR Initiative drop-down. Click on that, and you'll see all the different pages that we have available. Many of our SOAR caseworker resources are posted at the Resources for SOAR Caseworkers page. That's probably our most often used page on our website. NCCH also hosts a SOAR caseworker dialogue virtual call. This happens on the third Tuesday of every month from 10 to 11 a.m. This meeting is open to all of our SOAR-trained caseworkers across the state and anyone else interested in SOAR, and is a great way to connect with other SOAR caseworkers who are doing SOAR in other communities. We usually have a specific topic that we're discussing each month that is relevant to the SOAR community. We also provide updates on any new resources, announcements about SSA, and have an open question period as well, so that you have an opportunity to network with your peers and understand what SOAR looks like in other communities. The SOAR certification program in North Carolina is a voluntary process that we created as a way for you to receive recognition for the hard work you're doing in your communities with SOAR. It hopefully gives you a sense of achievement and is even something that some folks list on their resumes. The certification process also provides a quality assurance for your work because we review your SOAR cases to ensure that they are following the SOAR model. So the SOAR certification process is the equivalent of submitting 6 SOAR cases. We do prefer to take cases that have been approved, so if that seems to be a large barrier for you, please feel free to reach out to our staff and we can discuss that. So for each of those 6 cases, you would be submitting an outcome report, a quality review checklist that's posted on our website, and a medical summary report with all identifying information removed. So we will review that MSR and the quality review checklist to make sure that the SOAR model was followed as trained. The MSRs are reviewed using a document that we call the MSR scorecard. This allows us to have a rubric for how we evaluate those MSRs, and the MSR scorecard is posted on our website so you can see how we score those as well. If the MSR and the checklist pass the review, then that case will count toward certification. Then we set up a one-on-one phone call with you to review the report, review the application, and address any questions you may have about our scorecard, as well as provide any other assistance that may impact future applications. Then you are officially certified. We are so grateful that you have completed the online SOAR training and this video series from NCCEH on North Carolina specific information for the SOAR program. If you have any questions about this video series or what we have covered today, please feel free to reach out to NCCEH staff at soar@ncceh.org or give us a call at the number listed here. Now we would like you to complete the online quiz. You can find that link in the description below. Once we receive your quiz, that will be scored, and if you pass the quiz, you will officially be a SOAR trained caseworker in North Carolina. At that point, you can begin to submit applications to SSA and DDS. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. We're so excited to see the impact that you will make in our state.